Welcome back, Basic fans. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the careers of Patrick Marleau, Jason Spezza, Ryan Getzlaf, Tuukka Rask, Dustin Brown, and Duncan Keith. We'll explore if these players are qualified to be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame based on their resumes. Before rolling the dice, if you aren't supporting the channel already, please subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Shout out to all the BHC supporters thus far. In the 1997 NHL entry draft, the San Jose Sharks selected center Patrick Marleau with the second overall pick. Ironically, the first overall pick of the draft was Joe Thornton, a soon-to-be teammate with Marlu in San Jose. During Marlu's rookie season at age 18, he notched 13 goals, 19 assists for a respectable 32 points in 74 games. Considering he was a rookie at the time, those numbers were pretty decent for the Saskatchewan native. Marlu's regular season career high was 86 points, which came in the 06 campaign. Daryn Marlux decorated 23 years in the NHL. He played for the Sharks, Maple Leafs, and Penguins. He surpassed Red Wings legend Gordie Howe for most games played with 1,779, while posting a points per game percentage of .67. He also accumulated 2 Olympic gold medals and 3 All-Star appearances. When Marlu decided to retire last May, he left a significant legacy behind with a career consisting of 1,779 games played, 566 goals, 631 assists, 1,197 points, 109 game-winning goals, and 527 penalty minutes. To top that, he ranks high in some all-time NHL categories, including games played, which he's first in, goals, assists, points, playoff games played, playoff goals, playoff assists, and playoff points. Marlu knew how to find the back of the net. He ranked 23rd all-time in goals, 25th in playoff games played, is tied for 14th in playoff goals, ranked 49th in playoff points, and 50th in career points. Marlu was an icon, and that status will remain in San Jose till the end of time. The goal scorer had an everlasting impact on the history of the NHL, more specifically the San Jose Sharks organization. Wearing the Sharks sweater for 21 years, Marlu is first in all-time career games played with 1,607, goals 522, points 1,111, power play goals 163, shorthanded goals 17, game-winning goals 101, even strength goals 342, and 3,953 total shots. Those are some pretty impressive records to hold, considering the legend Joe Thornton wore the teal for 15 seasons. Jumbo Joe and Mr. Shark were the best ever to play in San Jose, and both will definitely have their numbers hung in the rafters together one day. Marlu's resume speaks for itself. While it's not a definite that he will be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, however, he makes a strong case by owning the all-time games played record, while compiling just over 1,000 points. That is a remarkable feat considering the longevity of his career. It's difficult to argue against his resume, despite never winning the Stanley Cup or individual awards. I do see Patrick Marleau securing a Hall of Fame induction. On a side note, the Sharks recently announced that the organization is recognizing the accomplishments of Marleau by retiring his number 12. Marleau is set to become the franchise's first player to receive this distinguished ceremony on February 25th of next year. Like Marlu, Jason Spezza was selected second overall in the 2001 draft by the Ottawa Senators. During his 19 seasons in the NHL, he appeared in 2 All-Star games, 08 and 12. He also performed well in international play by winning a World Junior Bronze medal, 1 Gold World Championship medal, along with 2 silver medals and a Spengler Cup. As a rookie in Ottawa, he racked up 21 points in 33 games played. In the 06 campaign, Spezza recorded a stat line of 19 goals, 71 assists for 90 points in just 68 games played. The 71 assists is the most in a single season for the organization. It wouldn't surprise me if Stützle or Giroux flirt with Spezza's assist record. However, Spezza would outperform his 06 season with a career high of 92 points during the 08 season. Spezza's all-time career totals include 363 goals, 632 assists, 995 points, and 1,248 games played, 55 game-winning goals while playing for the Sens, Stars, and Maple Leafs. He also obtains a .79 points per game percentage. Spezza's status to make the Hall of Fame is vague, but if a player like Patrick Marleau gets in, I really think Spezza deserves to be inducted as well. Spezza's resume is identical in a sense that Him and Marlu never won a Stanley Cup or individual awards. Spezza to the Hall of Fame is an interesting debate. Do you guys think he deserves to be inducted? The next player is also in the same boat as Spezza. Very questionable to join the Hall of Fame. Tuukka Rask, who surprisingly retired earlier than expected due to a career-ending injury. In the 2005 draft, Rask was selected in the first round, 21st overall by Toronto. Toronto eventually dealt Rask to the Bruins in exchange for Andrew Raycroft. In retrospect, that trade is ironic since Rask tormented the Leafs in the playoffs a couple times during his career. When Rask arrived in Boston, he spent 2 seasons in the AHL prior to being Tim Thomas's backup for 3 seasons. During the 2010 campaign, Rask actually took over for Thomas as the veteran netminder struggled to find his game. Rask put up an impressive 1.97 goals against average, .931 save percentage, with 5 shutouts in 45 games for a record of 22, 12, and 5. The next season, Thomas regained his net, while Rask would remain the backup for the next 2 seasons. Once Rask took over as the starter during the 2013 lockout season, he became the backbone of the Bruins for about a decade and led the team to a substantial amount of success. Although Rask lost in the finals in 2013 and 2019, he performed incredibly well while his team let him down. The Finnish goaltender's resume consists of a 2011 Stanley Cup, a 2014 Vezina Trophy, 2-time All-Star in 2017 and 2020, a 2020 William M. Jennings Trophy, a 2014 Olympic bronze medal, a World Junior bronze medal, and Finnish Ice Hockey Player of the Year in 2013. His resume is almost longer than his playing career. But in all seriousness, during his brief time, Rask put up 564 games played, 308 wins, 165 losses, 66 ties, 52 shutouts, 2.28 goals against average, and a .921 save percentage. A few things that might hinder Rask from joining the Hockey Hall of Fame is that he never won a cup as a starter. The Bruins organization waited a lifetime to give Rask their starting role in a short-lived career. Nevertheless, Rask had a respectable career that unfortunately got cut short by injuries. Rask should be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame someday. Despite critics questioning his resume, the trajectory Rask was on would have 1,000% secured him a spot in the Hall. As his status for the Hall of Fame is questionable, it will be intriguing to see what transpires with his jersey number. Do you guys think Boston will raise his number 40 to the rafters? In round 1 of the 2003 draft, the Kings chose Dustin Brown with the 13th overall pick. Brown's career point production fluctuated year to year significantly and was way too inconsistent. During the 2017-18 season, Brown produced 28 goals, 33 assists for a season high of 61 points in 81 games. In 2009, Brown appeared in a single All-Star game by posting 24 goals, 32 assists for 56 points in 82 games. The Kings captain brought 2 championships to Los Angeles in 2012 and 2014. For individual awards, Brown captured the Foundation Player Award in 2011 and added the Marc Messier Leadership Award in 2014. However, in 2016, Brown was demoted of his captaincy after 2 consecutive seasons of scoring less than 30 points. Again, Brown's point production year to year was unpredictable. No disrespect to Dustin Brown, he's regarded as a Kings legend, but he's certainly not a Hall of Fame caliber player. From an organization standpoint, the Kings are planning on retiring 23 to the rafters next season. Brown definitely deserves his spot in the rafters, but he's a long shot for the Hall of Fame. Staying on the West Coast, and in the same draft year, during the 2003 draft, the Ducks selected Ryan Getzlaf with their 19th overall pick. The greatest player in franchise history helped the Ducks win the Cup in just his second year in the league. Getzlaf had 25 bingos, 33 helpers for 58 points in a full 82-game season. His career season high came in 2009 with 25 goals, 66 assists for 91 points in 81 games. The Ducks' longtime captain for 12 seasons appeared in 3 NHL All-Star games, won a gold medal at the U18 World Juniors, a U20 World Junior silver and gold, a World Cup gold medal, and a Silver World Championship. Getzlaf has the most all-time games played, assists, and points as a Duck. The best power forward of his era finished with a career stat line of 1,157 games played, 282 goals, 737 assists, 1,019 points, 57 game-win goals, and 960 penalty minutes. He's a 100% lock for the Hall of Fame. The next player I'm going to talk about is another lock to make the Hall of Fame. Lastly, after 17 seasons, Duncan Keith announced his retirement. Although he looked as if he could still play a couple more seasons, the veteran defenseman hung up the skates. He definitely has the highest probability out of any player in this video to make the Hall of Fame because he has the most established resume. The Manitoban native had to wait until the second round in the 2002 draft to be scooped up by Chicago. He became an absolute stud on the blue line and was an alternate captain. During the 2010 season, Keith had a career year as he notched 14 goals, 55 assists for 69 points in 82 games. Keith bolstered the Blackhawks to 3 Stanley Cups in 2010, 2013, and 2015. During the 2015 Cup run, Keith's stellar play led him to win the Conn Smythe. During the 2015 playoffs, Keith produced 21 points in 23 games. The four-time All-Star also earned more hardware by winning the Norris Trophy in 2010 and 2014. He was selected to the 2010's All-Decade team. His career stats consist of 1,256 games played, 106 goals, 540 assists, 646 points, 19 game-winning goals. Prior to the NHL, Keith won the WHL Championship, a World Championship silver medal, and during his NHL career, he added 2 Olympic gold medals. Such a prestigious resume that will eventually end up in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Overall, the locks are Marlu, Getzlaf, and Keith, while the status of Spezza, Rask, and Brown joining the Hall of Fame is up in the air. In all honesty, Spezza and Rask should be inducted. As for Brown, he's a long shot, and his chances are very slim to make it into the Hall of Fame. Thanks for watching. For more NHL coverage, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned.